Hello people, how are you doing? It's Nakul again, back with another video for you guys, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new Lenovo ZUK Z1. So let's get started. Okay guys, so before I start this review, first of all I want to apologize for the delayed review because it's been almost 20 days since I uploaded the unboxing video of this phone, and usually it takes me about a week to upload the review video, but in this case it's been 20 days and now I'm gonna be uploading the review. And I'll tell you the reason. Actually, the device I got, the Z1, which I got from Amazon, was kind of a defective piece and I had to return it. So I used it for around 6-7 days and then returned it, and then they took more 5 days to actually replace it, and then I had to use this device again for 6-7 days in order to give you an honest review. So that's why it took so much time, and I will tell you all the things I faced in that defective device. But anyways, let's start the review. So obviously you know the concept guys, the pros and the cons, what a normal user would like and dislike in this phone. So let's start with the pros, the good things. And the first thing that I like about this phone is the build quality and the looks of the phone. The phone looks kind of a premium and the build quality is really nice, especially from the edges. They are curvy and smooth, feels really good to hold in the hand, and there are like no margin, or there are like no gaps or nothing going out of place. It's all really nice and perfect. I gave this phone in the hand of my friends at night especially, and two of them asked me that which phone is this, because they thought it's iPhone 6, but it's not obviously, and they really liked it. So yeah, the build quality and the looks of the phone is really nice, and that's the first thing that I like about this phone. Now moving on to the second thing that I like about this phone is one of the main feature of this device, and that is the Cyanogen mod. Now you have all the things you got in OnePlus One in this phone as well, software wise, like the customization, themes. I won't go in much depth, but I will show you some features. Let's go in the settings. In display, you have live display. You can adjust the color temperature, display mode and all that. Then you have double tap to wake, double tap to sleep. Over here you have the battery light, notification light, means you can select the color and the blinking rate of the LED notification. Here we go, as you can see, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. And then we have the themes, buttons. You can select the on-screen navigation keys or the capacitive keys. And then you have status bar. You can customize the whole status bar, notification drawer and all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool, the Cyanogen mod. You can do bunch of things, bunch of customization in it, and that's the second thing guys. Now let's talk about the third thing that I like about this phone. Is again one of the main feature of this device, and that is the fingerprint sensor present in the home key right over here, and it's really fast, I would say. Just press the home button and it unlocks. Here we go. Here we go. Now I'll show you that there is a lock present, and here we go. So it's really fast and really convenient. So that's the third thing that I like about this phone. So now let's jump on to the fourth thing that I like about this phone. Is yet another highlight of this device, and that's the battery of this device, which is 4100 mAh. And the battery backup I got was really nice, I would say, with heavy usage. And from heavy I mean no gaming or anything, but the screen was on all the time almost, and I was doing WhatsApp, Facebook, a bit of YouTubing, a bit of calling as well. And the battery backup I got was around 15 hours with heavy usage, in which the screen on time was around 7.5 hours. Yes, 7.5 hours of screen on time, which is really amazing if you ask me. So that's with the heavy usage, but if you use normally, I think it's easily gonna last more than 20 hours, even 30 hours with normal to less usage. So yeah, the battery backup is really nice. I loved it guys. So that's the fourth thing that I like about this phone. Now let's move on to the fifth thing, which is also the last thing that I like about this phone, and that is the USB Type-C right over here, charging and syncing port. Now some people may not like this feature because they go for the convenience over the new things, but I like to use new things. The newer the better. So I like this USB Type-C. You can plug it both the ways, Plus it also supports fast charging, so that's pretty good. So that's the fifth thing that I like about this phone. Okay guys, so that was the pros, the good things. Now before I move on to the cons part, as usual, let's talk about the camera. So let's go in here. Now I won't be showing you the camera interface right now because that would take even more time, but if you want to see that, then click right over here in the left, and this link will directly take you to the unboxing video of this phone in which I showed the whole camera interface. So if you want to see that, click right over here guys. So let's talk about the picture quality now, which is really good in outdoors daylight conditions, and even in indoors where there is sufficient light, it's good. But yeah, as soon as you go in, kind of low light, it starts to suffer a bit, but nothing major. The picture quality is good, not excellent, but yes, it's good. In day-to-day usage, I had no complaints. The picture quality was really nice. And for the front-facing camera, again, the picture quality is good, but it's kind of a dark. I compared it with my OnePlus One, and the photos were a bit dark, even in same lighting conditions, and especially where there's very less light or low light. Like if you take a selfie underneath a street light at night, in that case it's kind of a dark than OnePlus One, but all in all it's good camera, both front and back. No need to worry that much. Anyways, here are the picture samples. So as you guys just saw the picture sample, you can see that the picture quality outdoors was really good, no complaints whatsoever, and even indoors without the flash, the picture quality was good. I can't say it's bad, it's maybe average or good, but you can't say it's bad. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the camera. So that was about the picture quality. Now let's move on to the video recording. So there is one thing or two, no, maybe there's three things that I don't like, and I'll show you what. So let's start recording. So the first thing is that there is no flash toggle while you're recording the video. You can toggle before you start recording, you can turn it on or off, but while you're recording you can't toggle flash. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that despite of having the same camera, same processor, same RAM, it still not supports 4K video, as you can see. OnePlus One does. So second thing that I don't like about the video recording. The third thing that I don't like is that while you are recording the video in low lighting conditions, it tends to lag and jitter a bit. OnePlus One doesn't. So that's the three things that I don't like in the video recording. Apart from that, it's all good. This phone can even record bass, I would say, not fully. If there is very heavy and deep bass, the voice in the video might get distorted, but for normal bass it can record, which OnePlus One can't. OnePlus One can't even record slightest bass, it distorts the audio all the way, but this phone can. So that's a plus point. So yep, that's about the camera. So now let's move on to the cons part, guys. So the first thing that I don't like about this phone is the loudspeaker of this device. It has only one loudspeaker right over here, and it's not that good. The volume is not that loud, and the quality is also not that good. The volume keeps going up and down according to the song you're playing. If there's heavy vocals, it goes down. If there's light music, it goes up. It's like a flange effect, and I don't really like the loudspeaker, especially compared to the OnePlus One. It's nowhere near as good as OnePlus One. So that's the first thing that I don't like about this phone. But yeah, if you talk about the normal day usage, if you compare it with the Samsung phones and all that, then the loudspeaker is just good. But yes, you won't be able to hear this phone if this phone is placed in another room and you're in a different room. I think you won't be able to hear, but that also depends on how much sound is going on in your home or whichever place you are. But in general, the loudspeaker is just average, I would say. And the second thing that I don't like about this phone is the equalizer in this phone, which is only 5 band, as you can see. And OnePlus One has 10 band equalizer. Both the phones have the Cyanogen mod, but OnePlus One has 10 band equalizer and it's powered by Max Audio, but this one is not powered by anything, I guess, and it's just 5 band equalizer. So that's the second thing that I don't like about this phone. And the third thing is also related to the equalizer, or you can say volume in the headphones. Actually, the sound quality in the headphone is pretty good. No complaint whatsoever. The volume level is good, but it's all about the equalizer. Because you don't have the 10 band equalizer, you can't customize it that much. But obviously you can install the third party apps like Power Amp and all that. But if you're trying to listen in the Google Play Music and using this equalizer, then it's not really that customizable. Plus, when the equalizer is on, the volume in the headphones goes down a bit. I don't know why. If you want volume, turn off the equalizer, and if you want more customization, then obviously you'll have to turn it on. Plus, when equalizer is turned on, the two uppermost volume levels doesn't seem to do anything. I mean, if you go 2 levels down, 2 levels up, the volume is just equal. I don't know why. Maybe it's trying to normalize the volume so that the speakers won't get distorted, but whatever, I don't like it. That only happens when the equalizer is on, but when it's off, you can feel the difference between the volume. So yeah, that's the third thing. And the fourth thing that I don't like about this phone is that the phone is kind of slippery. Now, I'm used to holding other phones, and even OnePlus One has a sandstone finish back, as you can see, rough back, while this one has matte finish and it's really smooth. I found myself to be, slipping this phone very oftenly. Thank God I was on the bed or in my car that I didn't drop this phone, but yes, it's kind of a really slippery. So you might need to get a cover on it, which might help you to get better grip. But yes, this phone is slippery, guys. And that's the fourth thing that I don't like about this phone. And the fifth thing that I don't like about this phone is that the phone tends to heat up a bit while using camera, especially outdoors. It tends to heat up and while using heavily. So yes, the heating issue is slightly there and I don't like it. So that's the fifth thing. So those were the cons, guys, the things that I don't like in this phone, 5 of them. And now let me tell you about the issues I was having with the previous device which I got replaced. The screen was turning on by itself, like my phone is placed on bed or table, whatever. The screen was turning on by itself and very oftenly, like it just used to wake up randomly. And I read online, I googled it and found that many people are facing that issue, and I even tried some you can say troubleshoot out things, like they said turn off the double tap to wake and all that. And when I did that, then the screen just stopped waking. Even when I used to hit a power button or home button, it used to come up and go. Even before I could unlock the phone, the fingerprint sensor stopped working because the screen wouldn't stay turned on. So that was the first thing. And the second thing was that the loudspeaker was getting distorted a lot while listening music. It was like same as when you have weak reception of your FM radio, the hashiness and all that, mosquito sound and whatnot. And that was happening while listening to the music in the Google Music app, and it was happening really a lot, which was really annoying and irritating. So I went ahead and got the replacement. This phone is working fine so far, no problems whatsoever, apart from which I told. I mean, those are the cons that I don't like. So yep. And now let me tell you about some general things. People ask me, does this phone has FM radio? No, it doesn't. And is there any other alternative app you can use? Probably not, because it doesn't have that FM reception antenna, I guess. So you won't be able to listen the normal FM, but you can use internet radio and all those apps, but there's no FM radio in this phone. And the second thing I'll tell you about is the call quality, which is really nice. I would say I would rate it 9 out of 10 in terms of call quality. You can hear the person really well. The speaker volume, headset volume is really good, so no problems with that. And there's one more thing I want to tell you about, which is the performance, and that is pretty good. I face no lag or anything, but again, it's not as good as OnePlus One, not as smooth as OnePlus One. you do feel a little bit of jitterness here and there, or you can say micro lags here and there. Probably just an animation thing, nothing major. Overall the performance is good, nothing to worry about, I would say. So yep, that's pretty much it for right now, guys. This was the honest review video of the new Lenovo ZUK Z1. Again, if you have any question, comment, suggestion, put it in the comments down below. I will try my level best to help you out, guys. Catch me on my Facebook page, the link is in the description. And also my new channel, again the link is in the description. I haven't uploaded any videos on my new channel from long time, but soon maybe I will. So it won't hurt to subscribe, and subscribe to this channel as well. Anyways, I'll catch you next time, guys.